Welcome to Winter Varsity Media Day. I'm JJ Rella, managing editor of the Essex Wire, and I'm here with fencing.
Hi, I'm Abby Malik, and I'm the epee captain.
Hi, I'm Anna Wilkins, and I'm the girls' foil captain.
Hi, I'm Aria Modi, and I'm the girls' saber captain.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm the epee captain.
I'm Alan, and I'm the foil captain.
When you set out goals at the beginning of the season, what is one thing that you'd say you would accomplish from that set of goals?
I think the main thing we try to accomplish is bringing in new fencers, because fencing isn't a sport that everyone knows about. And over the last couple of years that we've been there, we have been bringing in an influx of freshmen. And so that's our main goal, but also to help them really develop these skills before we leave as captains and have them well set up for the season.
But I also think that's one of the best things about fencing is you can join the program when you're completely new as a freshman. You don't need to have experience or been doing it since you were like 3, like a lot of other sports. So it's a great sport to kind of get into when you're a little older in life.
How do you want to be remembered by your coaches, teammates, and other students at West Essex for people who are maybe trying out for fencing in the future?
I guess, I'd want to be remembered by, my techniques and my tips that I would give to newer fencers. And, overall, just being a good leader. One thing about being a captain is being someone as a role model for, upcoming and newer fencers. And I would love them to see, my persistence, whether I, win or lose.
Fencing is a really individualized sport. You're normally working with yourself to end up winning a match. How do you still keep team chemistry while also really focusing on yourself?
So even though fencing is individual, it depends on how well you do in your own matches against other people. The reason why fencing is such a competitive team sport is also just because everyone needs to contribute something to the team. During each of our meets, we have 27 bouts, 27 individual matches that occur, and in order for us to win as a team, we just need to give each other advice, encourage each other to just not give up, and we have come back from a heavy loss.
What is one quality you would look for in someone who's trying out for varsity fencing in the future?
Specifically for my sword, as a saber, one thing that a lot of matches we have to do is be really fast, agile, and aggressive. So I feel like someone who can keep up with that momentum is really good for me.
Yeah, I think being a quick thinker and being able to kind of see where you need to hit, it's kind of more of an art where you have to be able to know where and be patient enough to know when someone's open or when you can actually make a move. It's not something you can just run at somebody and just you have to think about. There's emotion to it, if that makes sense, and you have to be able to see it and perceive it.
Fencing is a tough sport to get into. There's a lot of technique. There's a lot of just strategy to it. But I think one of the qualities that we want people to have is just an open mind and be willing to learn. There's 3 different weapons. Each 3 different weapons, they fence differently, and they have their own little timings. For epee, it's much slower. Saber, it's much faster. Foil is in between them. So just being open to learn from your mistakes, being willing to take advice from the older people, and then just have fun at the end of the day.
This is the last question I have. What is one specific memory that you're going to take away from your West Essex fencing career for the rest of your life?
So I was fencing, right? I'm down 4 points, and this kid, he starts dancing on me, right? So then I start coming back, and yeah, I came back 5-4. And I threw my mask on the ground. I was really hype in the moment.
Can you clarify something for me? He was dancing on you?
Yeah, so he's calling me too slow. He's
he said this verbally.
Yeah. He's oh, I'm too fast for you. Too slow. And I was pissed, right? So then I start going at him, and then he started getting scared, right? So that's the pressure started coming onto him. So then I came back, and then after the bout, he was on the ground, he was just lying on the ground, his hands over his eyes.
They talk smack like this in fencing?
You'd be surprised.
Really?
Dancing is actually really common. Like, so you're in a bout, right? Like, in the
Okay.
middle of it, if you're, like, not, like, some of them will be like, come at me, or they'll start, like just dancing, like, in front of you, like, being, like, super cocky about it. Like, it's you'd never expect it, but it happens a lot. My favorite memory was at our last tournament. We went against this Montclair high school, and there was this girl who was undefeated in the league. I have versed her over the last 4 years. I've lost every single match. She is undefeated, but at the tournament, I managed to beat her 5-4, and in the whole like league, I was the only one who beat her. So it was very, very rewarding.
Yeah, I think it always feels good, particularly at the tournaments in the end, where you can fence the same girls you've been fencing all season. And I had a similar situation where I beat a girl from Livingston who I'd lost to the previous Friday, and it was really, it was really enjoyable, to finally come back against where you had already lost.
Yeah, it's more satisfying.
Yeah.
Thank you, and I hope you had a great season.